What does this film have to offer that's different from other films? And if you're a rom-com lover, what can you expect?
Okay, well, the cool thing about Isn't It Romantic is that it is a romantic comedy movie, but it's also an anti-romantic comedy movie at the same time. So we make fun of all those cliches you've seen in romantic comedy movies over the past few decades. So it works on both levels. If you love those films or hate those films, there's something in this for you. But I think people will hopefully like it because it's got a ton of comedy, an amazing cast, Adam, Priyanka, Liam Hemsworth, and Betty Gilpin, who you might know from Glow, and Brandon Scott Jones, who's a newcomer to film, and just
super funny,
knocks his character Donnie out of the park. But yeah, we've got a ton of comedy. We got musical numbers. We've got amazing New York City, highlighted it in all its glory.
Yeah, I think in the world today as well, I mean, you need a movie like this. We need to be able to go into this world and have fun and call things out and call out the cliches and just feel like, all right, this is what I wanted to do on Valentine's
Everything is
Day.
so
It's just easy.
So heavy nowadays.
Yeah.
The news is just everyone's just screaming at each other. And
Which we
thank
make
God
a joke
for a
about
movie.
in the film.
We should.
Thank God for a movie like this. I think it's going to be a breath of fresh air for sure.
Can each of you tell us a little bit about who you play and what your storyline is?
Well, my character is Natalie, who is an architect living in New York City, and she's very closed off to love and cynical about it, and especially about romantic comedy films. And she gets mugged on the subway and flung into this romantic world of rom-coms.
I play Josh, and I'm Natalie's coworker, and I'm her best friend, and I'm by her side all the time, and I might have feelings for her, and she's so closed off to love that she doesn't ever see it, and it takes going into that romantic comedy world for her to see that maybe we do have feelings for each other.
I play Isabella Stone, and I exist in reality only in the romantic comedy world. In the real world, I am a billboard. So we don't know
we didn't really follow that spot,
we don't know if I'm Natalie's imagination or what happens, or she just brings my character in to sort of complicate a romantic comedy life.
My reading of it is that I think I do imagine you.
Yeah, I think so. So that was my
world.
interpretation of it.
Yeah.
And Adam, you and Rebel have obviously worked together before.
Yeah.
Several times now.
Couple
How
movies
was it?
called Pitch Perfect.
Just a few of those, that little franchise.
How was it being reunited? And did your prior experience?
It feels so good.
Did your prior experience help at all in this film?
Yeah, I think it. For speaking for myself, I feel really comfortable on set with Rebel. You don't have those first day jitters of getting to know that person, or you have a scene where you have to be vulnerable, and we can do that with each other because we know each other so well. And so it was awesome. It was a no-brainer for me to do this movie.
Yeah, and our performance styles, I think, go really well together because we both got a background in improv and comedy in general. So, it's so cool. It's so cool. I always know, oh, yes, I'm working with Adam that day. It's going to be a cool day.
Great. And Priyanka, this is a departure for you, a romantic comedy. What was it like for you?
It was different, especially because I was filming Quantico while I was filming Isn't It Romantic. But, it was such a breath of fresh air for me to come out of playing this badass, tough action character to being, this super feminine, yoga ambassador and, flaky and, just have fun. Yeah. So, I used to go back super refreshed every time I went back to set after filming this movie.
That's great. I know Todd, the director, Todd Strauss-Schulson, immersed himself in romantic comedies in prep for this and had sort of a Bible that he had created.
Oh my gosh, that Bible.
Yeah.
He also had an entire, he put every single rom-com trope in there. How much of the Bible did he share with you guys before filming?
Todd really, by the time we started shooting, had an encyclopedic knowledge of romantic comedies. And I think out of anyone, he had done the most research, and he was very proud of his little Bible.
It was
Oh, he was
beautiful.
he was
Of
not afraid to show
imagery,
you that.
yeah.
Bible.
And we
Yeah.
saw it. Everyone
we
saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we saw
he
it.
also had
He was
taped
show-
up around the production offices like all these images,
Yeah.
stills from romantic comedies everywhere.
I feel like I saw him like talking with the Teamsters, like the guys that drive the trucks, and he's like, "Here's the
Yeah,
Bible."
he's-
I'm like, oh, okay, I just drive
Yeah.
the trucks.
Yeah, he was very proud of it.
Yeah.
He actually sent me a photo of it like just the other day.
Can you
I
imagine if
love
you
that.
spend like
Yeah,
so
he worked
much
hard.
time doing that?
Yeah.
I'd be proud of it too.
Yeah,
worked hard.
yeah, he deserves all the success of the that
That's
hopefully
what
the film will get.
We've said it before. It's like this movie, in scale and scope, is so much larger than people will expect. You know, you expect to see rom-coms to be shot like a certain way and
yeah.
feel kind of small, but he really made it feel like this huge, big movie,
Yeah.
and that's what Todd
Like the
Strauss-Schulson did.
mounting of the film, the DP of the movie was just like everything is massive and big. It was
Yeah,
just
it
beautiful.
really looks great.
Yeah.
Last question. What can audiences expect from Isn't It Romantic? And what do you hope that they take away from it?
I think audiences can expect from Isn't It Romantic a very funny movie, but also one that's so sweet and heartfelt, and it's got a great message, which I don't want to give away to everybody. Come and see the movie, but it's a really helpful, positive message for everyone.
I think this movie will it'll be fun and you'll laugh in the moment, but it will stick with you a little bit. I think you're going to be driving home and not only singing all the awesome songs that are in the movie, but you'll be thinking about it and kind of how that message affects your personal life, which will be cool.
Yeah, it'll make you think as much as you think that it won't because you come and watch a rom-com. But when you walk out, I think it'll make you feel a little bit better about yourself. It did that to me.
Great.
It's empowering.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
it's
you.
an uplifting movie.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like,
Yeah.
You walk out with
I
a
can do
spring in your
anything!
step. Yeah.
you're just gonna dance your way to the
Yeah,
car.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Perfect. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's it.
Thank
Yeah.
Yeah.